What up, everyone? Last video in this trap week little mini series. Today we're going to be making 808s or sub kicks, sub basses, Boomin 808s, dirty subs, whatever you want to call this. We're going to be designing that. We're going to start in massive, we're going to go to audio, we're going to process it, we're going to EQ it, we're going to do the whole 9 yards, people. So if you're wondering how to get a Boomin 808, that's what we're going to call it, a Boomin 808. We're going to do so in massive, nice and quick. First things first, pull that level down. About right there, just as long as we want it. Okay. You getting that right there? See how it clicks? Kind of want to adjust out of that click range because that little gap anyways, the kick's going to be going right there. So you don't want no clicking. Mono. And you could do processing in here, but I feel like we should just keep it basic when exporting and just do like a C note or something. Keep it nice and clean when we're exporting. The only thing I want to change is maybe we'll put the level up. So that's a good starter note. So let's put a C note out and just bounce this out. Make sure the velocity's all the way up. I forgot, you don't need to hold it. I actually kind of like it right there. Alright, so we're on a C. Should we go down an octave? No, way too low. Okay. Go ahead and freeze and flatten. Damn, that's a long tail. Alright, cool. Well, we don't want that. We'll do it to about right there. And I'm gonna... This is where the editing and stuff comes in. So let's go ahead and open this up. And start with not a tuner, a utility. So we're at C right now. Let's name this Basic C 808. Alright, so we have the utility in here. I just want to bring this down so it kind of wraps up, you know. Okay, something like that's cool. Let's put the fades on. Again, we're going to give it some room so that kick gets that transient right there. We don't want the transient of this. Sounds a little slow right now, but trust me, the kick will fill it in. You know what? Let's put a little kick right there right now. Let's go to our drum kit 100. You just gotta make sure, you know, see how they're flapping? You wanna make sure they're in key. So if this is a C, you wanna make sure this kick's a C. And also, I kinda wanna tighten this kick up too. We'll just do a 2-bar loop, and then we'll put Alright, so this kick, let's see what it was hitting. So if we just push this down 1 or 2, let's go warp beats 1. Okay, so now that we're in audio and we kind of have things set up, let's go ahead and distort the sub and process it. You're going to grab 2 EQs to start with. And then you're going to control D, control G to group them. And then you're going to open it up. This one's going to be distortion, and then duplicate it, and this one's going to be sub. So you want to protect your sub and make it nice and clean, but you also want that boom in top end. So you have clean. You also want to make sure it's nice and tight. And then you got the distortion, which we're going to take out the 100 plus. And then we're going to distort it so then it really doesn't. So we could use overdrive. We could use saturation. And you could even do it as a whole with the saturator. And let's just say we like this the way it is. Let's duplicate it. Freeze. And flatten. Okay. So I don't know what that is about. We could always just use this. But what I was gonna do now is pitch this to like a D or something. Then the last thing I'm going to show you guys, because the way you process it from beginning to here, there's millions of different ways and styles of subs to get to, so I'm not going to stress showing you a million different ways. I feel like I kind of did a good demo, just quick through the settings, so you saw all the different settings in the saturator, and kind of me messing with the overdrive real quick to see the quick results you could get, and also how to set up that split chain right there. That's the key part, splitting them so you could keep that pure sub clean underneath. So we went from and we could clean this up even more now with some EQs. So it's hitting really good for me right now. I'm just gonna pull off a little bit of that high end or low mids. Okay, and just in case, I just gonna throw it back in mono, pull the Alright, now this is where we're gonna go with the side chain. This is a little side chain technique I do for less clicking. I'm not sure who I learned this from exactly, but you go sends only, and we're turning it all the way to the E. So crank the E all the way up. Now this is what my E sidechain is. It's running off of this white noise. But obviously that's not the rhythm we're doing right now. It's just... And the funny part is sometimes I like to mix this in. So not only is it a sidechain, but I like to layer it a little bit with just to fill in some white noise on the kick. So now they're hitting pretty good. Obviously the kick could get some attention now and getting to fit with this sub, because the sub's way more powerful than that little kick on top. But this is again, this is an 808 tutorial, not a kick tutorial. So that is how you get your 808s to sit and boom in the mix. You wanted, the key part is this splitting right here, distortion and sub. The EQ ranges, again, you guys could change however you want. If you just want to be like, you could switch it. Like I said, the possibilities are endless, and we're gonna just wrap it up right here. That's it for trap week. I hope you guys learned from these trap techniques, from the build-ups to the fills, which, I mean, these techniques are kind of every genre, but specifically we wanted this to be trap week. I'm like, what are some iconic things about trap? The build-up, fills things, the pitch bends, hi-hats with the velocity change, and the pitch bends as well with the rolls, and then the MIDI arpeggiator, and then I wanted to display the MIDI versus audio and showing you guys different results. And then, of course, what is trap without a Boomin 808? I showed you how to design a basic sub kick with that little dropping decay, and then bounce that, process it with that key element of splitting the sub and distortion, so you keep your sub clean and distort the part you want to, you know, have boom and come out on top and punch through the mix. That's the secret. Again, you are definitely not limited to overdrive and saturation. You could use a lot of these stuff in here to actually make a Boomin 808. And again, there's a lot of third-party plugins, so whatever you want to do, do it. These are my techniques and tips for you guys on how to do Boomin 808s. If you guys enjoyed this, go ahead and check out our free lesson on making a trap song from start to finish. The first lesson's on us. It's free. Click the link below. And if you enjoy it, you can get the full course. That's it for me. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.